Gabby here with Ready and Art Inspirations. If you're new, this channel is all about easy, fun, and fast face paint tutorials every single week, yeah! Today's design is a henna-inspired face paint. This is all about line work, having a steady hand, and making something look so simple, so beautiful. Henna is always a very popular request, and maybe you forgot your henna cones at home, or you don't really have any experience with henna. This design, every adult or teenager is going to absolutely love. I guarantee it. This video is going to be a 2-in-1, one on the face and then one also on the arm. So they get to pick and you also get to see which one you like more. They are going to be a similar design look, but just on different areas of the body. For the design that we're creating today, you only need one brush, and that's a number 2. I don't recommend using a low Cornell, which is like my favorite number 2 brush, but for this design, it won't really work. So the brush that I do recommend for this design is called Prima Barton by Creative Series, because it's not just a fully round brush, it has a slight point to it, which will give you a more authentic henna look. If you want to learn about actually having to use henna and henna cones, please let us know in the comments below, and then maybe we'll make a tutorial on the basics of how to do henna and some very easy, simple designs that any beginner can learn. Let's get started. To create the base, sponge with gold all around the eye area, on top a little bit of the forehead and below the eye as well, and you can also sponge the eyelid. And then of course, add glitter. Any brush that has a sharp point at the end, create a circle and then a little swirly inside. To make perfect petals, draw a short little line to kind of give you an area of where the petal needs to end, and draw about 4 petals. Do try to give them a fat base and then that they come to a point to make them look more authentic and absolutely beautiful. Once that is done, feather in the inside some lines to give your flowers some depth. Don't overthink the lines, just do them quickly. Bonjour. I like to eat bread. We ran out of baguette, so I am eating regular white bread. I'm not really French, I'm sorry. Wink. Now time for the leaves. Draw a larger petal that's more thin, like a leaf, and then for this stem, at the tip, make it thin and then go fatter at the base. Once that is done, then draw some lines on the inside of your leaf and do the exact same on the bottom as well. Both leaves, have them try to slightly hug the eye, like the eyebrow and below the eye as well. This will give it a more curved shape and just a more flattering look. Then, if you like, you can add a little swirl next to the leaf and then 3 backwards or normal teardrops. Also do the same on the bottom. Add a cute little swirl, something nice and small, and then 2 small teardrops that go around your swirl. With teardrops, they can't really be random. They have to follow a certain flow of a specific object that you want it to be hugging. Lastly, with the paint, you can add a few dots around your swirls and teardrops to make the design look beautiful. Lastly is adding glitter, and it just gives it a beautiful touch. Yay, you're all done with design number 1. So I was drinking my tea, and then I heard a little birdie say that you're not subscribed to this channel. Dude, come on. You get to learn easy, fun, fast, and free face paint tutorials every single week. What do you have to lose? It's cheaper than a cup of tea or a cup of coffee or a cup of water, whatever you drink. You won't regret it. For the henna-inspired face paint on the arm, it's going to be the exact same technique and supplies that you used for the first design on the face. When making the centerpiece for the flower, to me, it honestly reminds me of a stick sea turtle. You had the little head, the little arms, and the little swirly in the middle with like the shell. So that kind of gives me a remembrance of how to do the flower. So once you draw your little lines, you're able to create perfect sized petals for each of the 5. Also, of course, sea turtles are absolutely adorable. So if a flower can look like a sea turtle, then we did something right today. Then add some feathered lines inside of your petals. Once that is done, now it's time for the leaves. Just like for the other design, try to make larger petal, but also a little bit thinner, which are going to be your leaves. For the stem, have it thick at the base and then come to the point of the tip of the leaf. And then start from the top down to draw your lines. And then do the exact same on the other side. It's totally okay if the leaves aren't perfect size, because in real life, not all leaves are the same size. So no need to worry and no need to be too symmetrical for this specific design. You're almost done. Then, if you like, you can add little swirlies that are just beautiful and nice and tight. Make sure that they're dark and add a small little dot inside of your swirl. Do the exact same on the other side. When placing these swirls, don't put them exactly on the crevice in between the petals, but have it follow the outside of the petal, kind of like how it's demonstrated. And around the swirl, you can add normal or backwards teardrops. Make sure when creating these teardrops that they are hugging the swirl or any location that you're placing them. Just like with how these other teardrops that we added, it's going around a petal, it's not random. And then lastly, add a few dots around your leaves to give it a finished look. See you guys next week. Bye bye!